Greetings everybody, and welcome to our example 6 in our study of vectors. So what we're given in this problem is that a force of 40 newtons acts on a box in the direction of the vector OP, where P is going to be the point 1, 0, 2. And what we want to do is express the force F as a vector in component form. Now, one thing that we're really not given in this problem is the starting point O. And so we can assume that our starting point O is really just going to be the origin. And so our vector OP is just going to be the position vector out to the point 1, 0, 2. And so really it just has components 1, 0, and 2. Okay. Well, now what we want is a unit vector in the same direction as our vector OP. So for this, we want a unit vector in the direction of OP, so that we can then take that unit vector and scale it by any magnitude that we really want to then give us the resulting vector that we're really looking for. And so in order to do that, we need to know what is the magnitude of OP. Well, for that, it's simple enough. We just take the square root of the sum of the squares of the components. So we have 1 squared plus 0 squared plus 2 squared, 2 squared, 2 squared, which then is going to give us the square root of 5. And so the unit vector, u, that's in the direction of OP is then just going to be the OP vector scaled by 1 over its magnitude. And so we have 1, 0, 2. Which, if we distribute that scalar, we have a 1 over root 5, a 0, and we have a 2 over root 5. So this gives us the vector, the unit vector, in the direction that we want to go. And so if we want a vector that has a particular magnitude, all we have to do is scale our unit vector by the magnitude that we want. So that our vector F then is just going to be a magnitude 40 times our unit vector. So this is going to give us 40 times our vector 1 over root 5, 0, and 2 over root 5. Which, if we simplify this, we end up with 40 over root 5, 0, and 2 times 40. So we have an 80 over root 5. Well, if we rationalize those denominators, then what that's really going to give us is an 8 times root 5, a 0, and a 16 times root 5. And sure enough, our answer is 8 root 5, 0, and 16 root 5, exactly as we said it should be. So I hope you've enjoyed this example, and I will see you guys in the next problem.